Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021, the album, Dad, AF, Rock On, Gold Dust Woman. Boost! Look at my face get so red while I'm singing. I'm a superstar. Superstar. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? I am so silly. It is so weird, you guys, that it is like 5:30 in the evening and it is like pitch black outside. When I used to film my videos during this time all the time and it would be full sunlight outside, I would have just come back from the pool. It feels so weird to me. It's just like, I feel like it got a lot darker a lot earlier this year. I mean, growing up and living in the Midwest, this is nothing that is new to me, but it just feels like this year, it just got really, really dark really, really early and really, really cold. The last 2 days, it has been like frigid, freezing cold outside. So I thought, well, when it's a Wednesday and it is freezing cold outside, why not make a drama video? So today I'm gonna talk about two people I haven't talked about over here in a while. The first person I'm gonna talk about is Nikocado Avocado. I was sent a little bit of information that I didn't know anything about. It's kind of a little old, a little stale. It's 2 months old, but I think it's important to talk about. I'm kind of surprised I haven't heard more about this, and I mean, I guess if there was tons said about this, let me know in the comment section, but I actually searched it on YouTube, and I really didn't find a whole lot about this, and it's rather troubling that I didn't hear more about this. So I'm going to talk about Nikocado Avocado in just a second. The other thing I want to talk about is Jaclyn Hill. And I want to talk about a couple things to do with Jaclyn Hill. First of all, I want to talk about Jaclyn Hill quitting her health journey that she has been recording on YouTube. And she put a video out about it. I also want to talk about E! News and Jaclyn Hill calling out E! News about E! News, talking about her health journey. And then I want to talk about this whole scandal surrounding Jaclyn's, her jewelry line, which is called Jaclyn Roxanne, and all of like the negative feedback for it. You guys, every time I say feedback in this video, I just have to tell you that I always hear that. Do you guys remember that Janet Jackson song, Feedback, back in the day? I loved that song. We used to dance to that in the club. But anyway, feedback. Do you guys remember that song? Anyway, so I want to talk about that for a second. And I know that like quite a few, it's interesting to me, right? Because like quite a few drama channels have talked about this. There have been articles that have been written about the reaction to the jewelry and things like that. I wish I honestly had $1 for every person that reached out to me complaining about Jaclyn Roxanne's customer service, of which they have literally sent me emails, and if you want me to do a follow-up video, I can. To put it all together is a lot, and I just don't think that many people care. And that's the really sad thing about this, right? Is that Jaclyn Hill is becoming probably, I think, in my, let's say, 5.5 years of covering beauty influencer drama on YouTube, I think that Jaclyn Hill is becoming the most unprofessional businesswoman, period. I think she is the most unprofessional businesswoman. You know, she has these huge messes that happen with her business, and there's literally no follow-up. And what's interesting to me about this, right, is that whenever I call it out in a video, I always get 3 or 4 people that are like, why are you bullying Jaclyn Hill? Jaclyn Hill is a businesswoman, okay? She is a CEO. She's a boss babe CEO is how she defines herself, right? She has several businesses that she is running now, and every business always has a botched launch. It's always messy, and there's always 2 or 3 excuses over here. Let me take it to an Instagram story. I don't want to go to a video and actually address it in a video. I don't want to put out a statement from the company, which would actually be rather professional, right? And post it on their Instagram or post it on their Twitter. I'm just going to come out and I'm going to say in an Instagram story, you guys, I don't know why this happened, and cry a bunch of crocodile tears. And then 2 weeks later, we've forgotten all about it. 6 months later, Jaclyn Hill has a new launch, a new release, a new business idea, and people are buying it. And this is the problem with this, okay? Is that Jaclyn Hill is banking on the fact that her devoted fans do not care about these messes and these launches because they are so in love with Jaclyn Hill. And this is where, to me, like, I call this out a lot with a lot of YouTubers that I feel like are rather manipulative, you know? It's just, for me, it feels very manipulative of your audience, that those are the people that you really should be careful. Those devout fans that are going to watch you no matter what and are going to buy your products no matter what, those are the ones that you really should be concerned about, right? But then there's also the group of people that are like, well, I didn't have any problems with my jewelry. Well, not everybody's going to be, I mean, it's not like there's going to be a mass problem, but there are some people that are affected by that. So I'll talk about that in a second. But before I do, I want to talk about the situation with Nikocado Avocado. Okay, so I want to give a very special thank you to Kitty, who tweeted this out to me and made me aware of this, and then I kind of looked into it a little bit more. Kitty sent me a link to this video that I was completely unaware of. So let me tell you about the video. The video is actually from 2 months ago, and it's from a channel that is called 16 Leo, and I will link 16 Leo's channel below. I will also, I'll link the video that he did of Nikocado Avocado, and the video is from 2 months ago, and it is sitting at 521,000 views, and the video is called Nikocado Avocado's Disability Videos Are Disgusting, okay? And it's this very intense video of him going in and talking about breaking down like several, I think there's like 7 or 8, I think there's 7 Nikocado Avocado videos that he goes into and he breaks down, right? And it's a lengthy video, and it's very, very interesting. Well, at one point towards the very end, it's like the last video that he says he's going to cover, he goes in and he shows this video, and I actually remember somebody sending me something about like one of these videos, and Nikocado Avocado is sitting there talking about how people are coming for him. Now, if you haven't watched a Nikocado Avocado video in quite some time, I mean, he is just this mukbanger that eats mass amounts of food and complains about everything. It's all just an act, you guys. It's all just an act. It's like Orlin and I got into a fight. You know, go look at my OnlyFans. Do this, do that. And it's like him complaining about the world. And it's basically the fact that he has gained a lot of, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way I possibly can. It is really him trolling the fact that he has gained so much weight as a result of him eating all this food. Now, you know, people ask me, like, do you watch Nikocado Avocado? Do you watch Amberlynn Reed? Do you watch this, whatever? I just have to tell you, I have, in all seriousness, like, outside of drama moment, I have a real issue watching and enabling somebody who, this is just me, you do you, okay? I have a real issue enabling somebody that is willing to risk their physical health or mental health at the expense of views, subscribers, and money. I have a huge issue with that, okay? And in all honesty, and like I said, you watch who you want to watch. I'll never tell somebody not to watch somebody. Like, that's a personal decision, right? How anybody can continue to watch this, I mean, first of all, to me, it's disgusting to watch, okay? It's absolutely gross, and it's just a lot of, like, stuffing food, you know, in his mouth and things like that. And actually, it was interesting because when I was looking through Nikocado Avocado's videos, the Stephanie Sue video from 2 years came up, and has like 16 million views. If you guys know what I'm talking about Stephanie Sue being afraid of Nikocado Avocado because of a collab they had done together. It was a huge story at the time, and I made several videos about it over here, and I was like, wow, it's really interesting to me, like, how quickly we forget, like, the things that have happened on YouTube, you know, and what the perception of Nikocado Avocado was at that time. Well, in this video, he talks about this video that Nikocado Avocado does. And in the video, Nikocado Avocado, I mean, I was watching it, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, I cannot believe until today, 2 months later, not one person sent this to me. I mean, I really am blown away. Unless just not that many people that watch my channel watch Nikocado Avocado. But I was absolutely blown away. And I have to tell you, when I went to go search it on Google or on YouTube, there were only 2 other videos that had been made about this that I could find. There were only 2 videos that had been made that I could find about this. And what it is that Nikocado is complaining about, Nick is complaining about somebody, like, coming for him and saying all this stuff about him because, and he says something, uses all this, like, swears language, F this, and then says the racist word, okay, that we all know, right? And I'm like, and it's muted out for the YouTube video. Like, you can't hear it, but you can definitely see that that's what he said, okay? And I'm like, what? Nobody is talking about this on YouTube. Like, this is a huge deal, right? I mean, people are literally like canceled for all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, are we serious? Oh, wait, okay? It even goes further. So then Nik throws up on the video talking about his Patreon. He throws up, here, I'll throw the screenshot for you right here. Watch me say the N-word live on camera. This will not go on YouTube. So he's monetizing his racism, okay? I'm like so blown away. I mean, you guys, honest to God, like, I'm blown away that A, that this is okay, that this is allowed, and that B, that nobody is talking more about this. Now, I'm not paying the money, and Kitty said she ain't paying the money, and I don't know nobody that's paying the money to see Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans or Patreon, okay? But if you do, you do you, okay? Like I said. So I don't know if he did put that video up over there, but or if that was just to get people to go over and see his Patreon. But if somebody knows if that video is on his Patreon, can you let me know in the comment section below? I think that's a huge issue, and I think we need to be talking about that fact, okay? You know, if Nikocado Avocado wants to sit on video, and he wants to stuff his face, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and he wants to hurt himself physically at the expense of subscribers, viewers, and money, hey, more power to you. That's your business, right? But if you want to get in a video and monetize racist comments, like, I think that's a pretty huge issue. I think we need to be talking about that more. So, I don't know. Like, I watched the video because I was like, I'm not going to talk about this in the video if there's no truth to it. But then, you know, I went in and I looked it up on, hold on a second. Oh, I have Jaclyn Hill's video. I went up here and I looked up Nik Avocado, you know, okay. And there was, from 3 weeks ago, from this channel called Pointless, Nikocado Avocado said the N-word. And then there was, down here, Nikocado Avocado said the N-word from 2 months ago from a channel called Just Saying. And that was it. Those were the only two channels, other than this channel that I was just talking about, 16 Leo, that I'm like looking, there's nothing on here at all. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Anyway, I mean, I think that's a pretty serious situation. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Anyway, all right, and Nikocado Avocado, if you feel that you would like to respond to that, feel free in the comment section as well. He's responded before in my videos. So, okay, so there's that. The next thing I want to talk about, like I said, was the Jaclyn Hill thing. Okay, so Jaclyn Hill, I noticed on her Twitter, I mean, Jaclyn Hill's Twitter is so funny to me because she's either like trying to be completely relatable, you know, like, I just love grocery shopping. Don't you love grocery shopping? No, I don't, Jaclyn. I don't love going to spend $150 on things that I have to have around the house and then stand in line for an hour with crying kids or the self-checkout and scan it all myself. No, that's not fun for me, okay? I'm sure it's a fun little field trip for you, but for me, I don't love it, okay? Do I love going to the grocery store and seeing the things that are there? Yeah, I do, okay? But I don't think that most people, after they've, you know, worked a 9-hour day, like them going to the grocery store to get fixins for a meatloaf and some potatoes and carrots, I don't think like that's their idea of a field trip, okay? I'm just saying. So anyway, but Jaclyn cracks me up because she's either trying to be super relatable, you know, like, I like candles, is that weird? She always says the strangest stuff, right? Or she's coming for somebody, and it's usually a hater on the Twitter. But this time it wasn't a Twitter hater. This time it was it was ET Canada, which I guess is Entertainment Canada. I don't know. Anyway, ETV News Canada. So ETV Canada put makeup entrepreneur and YouTube makeup entrepreneur. I'm a beauty consultant. That's from Muriel's wedding, if you didn't know. Okay, makeup entrepreneur and YouTuber Jaclyn Hill, when she decides that she wants to post a video, announces she's taking a break from YouTube. Okay. And she retweeted it and said, I literally didn't say that. So I'm like, okay, what is going on with my hood on my sweatshirt right now? It's driving me crazy. Okay, so I go over here and I read this whole article, which was very short. And actually, the article, okay, the clickbait title to the tweet is like saying, oh, she's leaving YouTube. It's very drama channel-ish, okay? But the article doesn't say that at all. She didn't read the article. The article says, Jaclyn Hill updates fans on her health journey. And I went and watched this video called Am I Quitting? I don't know when she posted this video. Hold on a second. I just looked at it. It was today or yesterday or something. One day ago. It's currently sitting at 296,000 views. It's called Am I Quitting? She's sitting in her living room. It's gorgeous. It's decorated for Christmas. Very sweet video. She goes in there and talks about the fact that people are asking her if she's quitting her healthcare or her health journey because, you know, she was doing Jaclyn's journey and she hasn't posted in a couple weeks. I think she said 2 weeks. And people were asking her if she was quitting that journey. And she said, absolutely not. She's not quitting it. She's just taking a little bit of a break. And that she went into this whole thing about how she's going back to counseling. She talked about the kind of counseling that she's going to. Neuro something, I don't know. And that's really worked for her in the past. And that she's been in a bad headspace. And that she's trying to work on her mental health and things like that. So, you know, there's always just so much to me with Jaclyn Hill. It's like, I feel like, okay, if I could go back in time as a drama channel, I mean, in truth, okay, what I would do is I would keep literally ledgers on these people, okay, and I would be like, okay, on 11, you know, 1/2016, Jeffree Star made video about, because I wish I could go back and just see, right, because like with Jaclyn Hill, it's like, it's always like when I'm getting called out about this, then I need to do a lot of self-care, which I think self-care is fantastic. Okay, I do. But it's like when I'm getting called out from every different angle, it's always like, let me redirect the attention to, let me get very personal with you guys and tell you guys what's going on. I think Jaclyn Hill does need, hey, I think counseling's great for everybody. Congrats to you on that, Jaclyn, right? But, you know, for the rest of us out there, we don't necessarily just get to drop all other responsibilities when we're taking care of ourselves. I think that's a luxury that you should be very thankful to your audience for having provided for you, you know? That might make you want to actually, I don't know, go into the office for 1 hour a week and tell your customer service to actually respond to people that are buying all this jewelry that have complaints about it. And the complaints about the jewelry is not just people saying that it's turning their skin green, okay? There's a lot of people. There's people that are saying that they got the wrong necklaces. There are people that are saying that they haven't gotten their orders yet, okay? I'm getting so many different complaints from people. And when they are responding to customer service is like, you need to send this, you need to send that, you need to send this. Like one of the major complaints is, and I don't know really how I feel about this, let me know, is unless it says it on the website, is that if you want to return something that is damaged, like somebody reached out to me and they showed me the whole thread, you guys. It was like 6 emails, okay, that they went back and forth with this person at Jaclyn Roxanne and was like, my product came and it was damaged, okay, and they're like, oh, can you take a picture of it? And so she was like, I'm going to take a video of it. So she took a video and sent it back, and the person was like, okay, well, you can return it and we'll give you your money back or we'll send you another item, but you're going to have to mail it and you're going to have to take it to FedEx and mail it. And the person was like, well, why should I have to pay for, they're like, but you'll have to probably pay for shipping. And that person was like, why would I pay for shipping on a damaged item? I think it's a pretty good question, you know? I've sent you a video, you validated that you sent me a botched product, and now I am spending more money of my own on your botched product. Are you gonna pay me for shipping and handling too? No response. This person got no response, right? So, you know, here it is again, that Jaclyn Hill is running an inefficient business. And what's Jaclyn's response to that? No, I am continuing Jaclyn's journey, but right now I'm focusing on myself. Well, I think it's great that you're working on yourself. Like I said, I would always encourage somebody to work on themselves, right? But what about all of these people that invested their time and their energy on you and their money, and they've spent so much money on you, Jaclyn? So anyway, I went into, where is it at? Did I lose my glasses? Oh no, here they are. I went into the Beauty Guru Reddit, and there was a whole article over here, or a whole thread, on Jaclyn Roxanne jewelry, and I'm just going to read you the major post. Has anyone else had a reaction to it? I wore the Saint necklace for 2 weeks and got a rash. So I went on the website to try to request to replace them, and my account was gone. It said to check my email for a new activation, but I checked in everywhere and didn't receive it. Emailed customer service, got an auto-generated response from Zendesk. I left 2 voicemails and 1 follow-up email over 3 business days. No response. So I went over to Twitter and posted a pic of me wearing the necklace with the rash and another photo of the gold plating wearing off the clasp on a thread that has previously gotten a response there. And guess what? They MF responded. Didn't get the notes on my support ticket before sending me another auto-generated email, but they responded, LOL. The timing could be coincidental, but the fact that the responder didn't look at my note on the ticket indicates to me that they responded in a hurry. Anyway, it was only $50, so I'm not too bent out of shape over that, but I found the follow-up after bad publicity amusing and thought I'd share. Someone said, anyway, it was only $50, like commenting on that comment, and someone says, I don't know, $50 seems way too much if the plating starts to rub off after a mere 2 weeks and it gives you rash on top of it. Someone said, to be fair, posting about pretty much any company on social media is the way to get a response. It's public. They don't want complaints out there without anything in return from them, except for, oh, they're talking about American Airlines. Whew, okay, that's another story. Somebody said $50 is a lot for me. It would buy me silver jewelry that would last a lifetime in my country. Someone said $50 is enough for me to grimace and see that at least once a day for at least a month. Then maybe once monthly for a year. That would not sit with me nicely. And people are going on and on about how they think that $50 is a lot of money that this person lost. Someone said, you bought from Jaclyn in the year of our Lord 2021. Interesting. Someone said, honestly, don't know why people still expect good things from her. Jaclyn doesn't have bad luck. Someone said, but ... what did you expect? Someone said, for real, you bought a product from the woman who to this day says her moldy lipsticks that were positive for mold weren't moldy. I mean, you know, let's not belabor the point of the lipsticks, but the reality is, as a businesswoman, okay, as a CEO, not as your favorite YouTuber, not as the person that you have followed for years, as a CEO of a business, that person promised scientific results from 6 different labs, and we never received that. What information did Jaclyn find that she hid? Okay. Oh, and then just change labs. Now we're doing jewelry, and it's again a botched system. Okay. And it's again a botched release, and it's again a botched launch. And what is it? Okay. And then it was the mystery boxes. And every single time, it's somebody else's problem. Every single time, you know? And you know, the thing is this, like, I try so hard with Jaclyn because as a person, like, I really like Jaclyn. I really, really like her as a person, you know? But she is nobody's business person. She just isn't. I mean, you know, Jaclyn, I don't know. Like, I've said this before. Hire a CEO and step down and just be the face of Jaclyn whatever. Jaclyn Foods is probably next. Jaclyn Cheetos or something. You know, it's just like, because she loves those Cheetos so much as hot Cheetos or whatever. But, like, this isn't working. Like, this is just not it, right? Like, what's going to be the next thing? And this is the thing. That I don't think it's that people are forgiving of her. I really don't, okay? I think that Jaclyn has a dedicated fan base that is willing to just overlook all of this stuff. Because it's like, well, it either didn't happen to me, or it's like, well, there's been so many things now. This is just kind of how it is with the world of Jaclyn. It's like with James Charles. He's a good example of this, too. It's like when you have so many scandals, people, like, they don't think about that anymore. It's just like, overall, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, people have just kind of forgotten about it, and Jaclyn Hill and James Charles are good at kind of riding the wave of let's not bring any attention to ourselves for a while now until the next release or the next scandal, and then it's like a huge issue, you know? Okay, so let's go back in here. Someone said every time she launches it's always a mess, and every time she'll say people make mistakes, and just like that everyone forgives her. Here was exactly right. And apparently are willing to give her $50 for a product that caused an allergic reaction, but laugh it off. WTF, LOL. Someone said a bad launch isn't one mistake. It is hundreds of mistakes culminating into one event. Now multiply that by all her failed launches. Someone said, keyword here being people. As far as Jaclyn is concerned, Jaclyn never makes mistakes. It's always somebody else's screw up. You know, I don't know why I'm thinking about this right now, but I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. Back in the day, my husband and I wanted to be promoters of parties, you know, like big parties, like club parties and things like that. And we actually kind of entertained it for a while, the idea. And we were interviewing a lot of like D-list celebrities and stuff. So we thought, well, this would be fun to be kind of like throwing parties. We actually talked to a friend of ours that was a very, very successful like party thrower, party promoter on a huge level, right? On many different cities. And he said to us, he said, here's the thing. He goes, you guys love going to parties. And we're like, yeah, that's why we want to be party promoters. He's like, that doesn't work. He was like, you know, when you like to go to a party and be the guest at the party, don't be a party promoter. He was like, really successful party promoters, they're throwing the party. They're working the party, like to the bone, right? Like they're in it every second of every minute, right? Of the whole, they're not enjoying the party. You know, they're there 2 days before and they're there 2 days after, right? And that's it. It's like that was the mess with TanaCon. TanaCon wanted to go to the party. TanaCon didn't want to be the party promoter, you know? I I think Jaclyn Hill wants to review the product. She wants to be this idea, but she doesn't want to do the work that it takes to be that. Like a CEO steps up and says, this is screwed up, this is inexcusable. I don't care if one person is getting a rash from my jewelry. That should never happen. Not one person. I tested this jewelry, I came out and I said that my friends and my family, because she did, were wearing this jewelry and it didn't cause them any problems, and this is why. And then my jewelry came out and people were getting little notices in the jewelry that was saying, hey, this jewelry might break you out, which went against everything that I told, and that's not going to happen, okay? My name is attached to all of this, and I want my audience and my customers to have a 100% awesome experience because it is my name behind it. And because it is my name, I'm going to sit there and I am going to make sure, I'm going to go into my office for 15 hours today and make sure that there are answers to all of this. But what do we see? We see Jaclyn Hill at home, okay, flirting with Jordan while he cooks in the kitchen, and she's like, I don't know what I should do today. Oh, let me post another scrunchie that I like on Amazon. It's not CEO material, okay? Jaclyn Hill needs to just step down. She's not a CEO. She's not. Anyway, let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.